Alright guys, so awesome battle. We have the best ASUS versus the best iPhone. So let's get right to it. Now the ASUS has some incredible specs, including 18 gigabytes of RAM and a 6000 milliamp battery. But that said, the cameras are questionable, to put it nicely. So for the boot up, we have advanced for the iPhone. And now the ASUS is up. Time now for the specs. The iPhone screens are high resolution, but the ROG is a faster refresh rate. Now the iPhone has an extra camera on the front. And on the back, both phones have a triple camera setup. The iPhone has more options for storage, but neither supports micro SD. The ROG is a massive battery. Both phones have the latest chipsets, but the ROG is more RAM. The iPhone is water resistant. Now at the bottom, you Type-C versus a Lightning port. And believe it or not, the ROG is a headphone jack. But the ROG does not have wireless charging. Both phones have 5G. And the ROG is more expensive. Alright guys, let's get to it. Alright guys, get into it. So first we have Reddit. iPhone. eBay. ASUS. YouTube. ASUS. Instagram. Think the ASUS. Now guys, I've decreased the number, although right there's the iPhone. Now I've decreased the number of basic apps and increased the number of games. So some new games this time. That one is the ASUS. And last basic app we have photos. Alright, so now for games. Slight advance for the ASUS for the basic apps. Now for gaming, first up we have Real Racing. Now this one is advantage for the ASUS. So 18 gigabytes of RAM guys, that's the most for any phone on the market. The iPhone only 6 gigabytes. Although for the iPhone they tend to not need as much RAM as the Androids. But yeah, it's a ton of RAM for the iPhone to overcome. Among Us, iPhone. Alright, next up we have Call of Duty. So a new game here. This game has really gotten much more popular in recent months. Alright, a nice advantage for the ASUS. Next up we have Need for Speed. So another new game here. One sec. Alright, Need for Speed. Alright, so the iPhone's pulling ahead. Although here, the ASUS is pulling ahead. Okay, so this is another win for the ASUS. Another new game here. ASUS. And keep in mind, guys, the iPhone is coming out with new iPhone in about a month. One more new game, we have Contra. Alright, so for this one, the iPhone is pulling ahead. And it's looking like advanced for the Max. Yep, advanced for the Max. Temp Run. This one Android is pretty strong in, and no exception. Mario Run. They've actually discontinued Dr. Mario, so switching that out. ROG. Driving Sim. This one is a very quick load, but slight advantage for the ASUS. PVZ. One the iPhone is pretty strong in. Nice advantage for the iPhone. Fire Emblem. ASUS. PUBG. PUBG. Now this one the iPhone used to win at a couple years ago, but you're seeing here a pretty big advantage for the ASUS. Definitely I think the biggest advantage for any of the phones. Oh yeah, so for Fortnite this is not available anymore for iOS, so I'm gonna skip that. And for Geekbench we'll run this in a few. Alright, so now for Chrome vs Safari. And as always, in quit the web history. Alright, so they've actually changed the UI for Safari. Nevertheless, first up we have IGN. That was the ASUS. I don't count the advertisements. IMDb. iPhone. ASUS. ASUS. And lastly of Apple. Advantage for the iPhone. So for web browsing, pretty split. Alright, so now for the speakers. Eyes of Glory, no copyright. Now both phones do dual speakers. So first you have the ASUS. iPhone. Back ASUS. And last time here. Now, both excellent quality, definitely amongst the best on the market, but I would say a slight advantage for the ASUS just sounds a bit fuller. But hey guys, as always, tell me your preference. Alright, so now for the fingerprint. For space unlock. So a slight advance for the fingerprint, but really comes down to preference. Now for the batteries. And we'll just run YouTube. Alright guys, so we'll be back in a few. Alright, 5 hours, 40 minutes in. Let's go and check in. Nice advantage for the ROG. Alright, so now for RAM. Now I will say guys, the iPhone has improved a lot for RAM. It used to be pretty terrible, but much better now than it used to be. So back to the start. Pretty good there. eBay, just a slight refresh for the iPhone, but very nice job there. Amazon. Alright, so there we have a refresh for the iPhone. So advantage for the ASUS. Now, let's get into some of the gaming. Actually, let's do, we'll do photos and then the gaming. Alright, so you guys saw right there. So the iPhone refreshing, it was on this screen, but went back to the original. So that is a nice advantage for the ASUS. Let's see for Instagram. Because this one we also were on the photo. Yeah, so Instagram, a restart for the iPhone. Real racing. ASUS holds it. And a restart for the iPhone. Among Us. Another restart for the iPhone. Okay, a fairly large game. Let's do Call of Duty. Pretty good there, both hold it. Need for Speed, excellent for the ASUS, a restart for the iPhone. Of course, this is the difference of triple the RAM. Angry Birds, good job there. So, you know, the iPhone is still keeping some of the games, but the ASUS is just holding everything. We'll do one more game, not going as far back. Testing out a large one, PUBG. Okay, so here both hold it. But yeah, for RAM, a nice advance for the ASUS. Now for Geekbench. Okay, so the benchmark says advantage for the iPhone, but in terms of actual use, we've seen advantage for the ASUS. And actually, guys, you see right here, so the iPhone overheating, and even though the brightness is at the max, the screen dimmed automatically. So, yeah, for performance, I would definitely say the ASUS. Now for the cameras. So pretty similar. Maybe a slight advantage for the iPhone. Now time for the front cameras. And the stabilization. Now for the front cameras. And the stabilization. Now for the front cameras. And the stabilization. Now for the rear cameras. And the stabilization. Here's a look at the wide. And again, the stabilization. We also have a look at the maximum zoom. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments below which phone won. Now let's keep this simple, so if you want a gaming phone with excellent battery, then you can't do better in the ROG. But if you want excellent cameras and the iOS ecosystem, then go up to 12 PM. But yeah guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more. And I'll see you next video.